Hello and welcome to Savor the Southwest. Now today I'm going to talk about making citrus floor cleaner. It's so simple and easy, and it's a wonderful cleaner. It has citrus oils in it and vinegar, so it's antiseptic, so it's cleaning, killing bacteria, but it's also smelling great in the house. Now, in the background on the stove is the calamine and marmalade that I'm in the process of making. And calamines are a very dry sort of citrus, so I needed extra juice. So I was juicing up a bunch of some beautiful tangerines that came off my brother's tree, but they were, they've been off the tree for about 6 weeks now. And they're starting to, the skin is drying out, so it's harder to peel them. So it's a perfect time to turn them into juice. Well, back in the day, you didn't throw anything away, and this is so easy. Basically, you take all these peels and you throw them into a jar and you add vinegar to cover them. Now, I use white vinegar, not apple cider vinegar, because an apple cider vinegar is made, of course, from apples, and apples have sugar in them. Now, in theory, all the sugar is eaten up by the bacteria that turn it into vinegar, but the problem is cider vinegar can leave a little bit of tackiness on things, whereas the white vinegar is a very clean feel. So basically, you just throw all your peels into some sort of jar and cover them with vinegar. Now, I made this batch, let's see, about 6 weeks ago. It's almost done. The peels are not totally broken down yet, though. If I can search through my images, I might find an image where the peels become translucent. And I will insert that if I can find one. But basically, this is on its way to being good. So I say about 3-4 months. I basically stick it in the back of the pantry and leave it until I need some more floor cleaner. In which case, I decant it into my big container of citrus floor cleaner. And I labeled it because one time somebody went in there and grabbed this jug that looked rather like apple cider vinegar and brought it out while I was making pickles. And luckily, when I opened it, I could smell the citrus, and I didn't ruin that batch of pickles. But it looks kind of like apple cider vinegar. But what it is a citrus floor cleaner. Doesn't have to be floor. You can clean your cutting boards and all sorts of things with it. But basically, you start with any citrus peels, lemons, limes, grapefruits. I've done grapefruits, but they're very pulpy. So you might want to take some of that white pulp out before you do grapefruits. And just let them soak for a long time, and then you've got a nice homemade cleaner. And like these peels from my brother's tree, they're not sprayed with anything. This is organically grown. So basically, I have a floor cleaner that's organic and perfectly good for that Siamese cat you can hear screaming in the background, because he's Siamese. That's what he does. Now, I do have, I want to make it clear that you don't worry about the little leftover bits of pulp and stuff when you're making your floor cleaner. Just throw it all right in there. It'll be fine. It'll break down in the vinegar. You don't want large masses of pulp, but I've juiced it. I've removed the juice. It's pretty well. Okay, this one's kind of a lot, but don't worry about it. Just go ahead and toss them in there, and then just make sure the vinegar covers the top of them. Now, of course, they float, so that's when, pull the hairs out that have fallen off my head. Just kind of make sure they're covered as best you can. And we live in the desert, so things dehydrate. So come back after a while and maybe once a month and top it off if you have to. Yes, I buy lots of big jugs and I use it a lot. I do have a hand juicer, but when you're doing a lot, I sure do like electricity. The one other thing I want to point out though is when you're doing the peels, don't worry about this little stem end. Just throw it in. Throw it right into your vinegar mix and let her go. This tangerine juice is going to get frozen for future cooking. So basically, lots of ways to live healthy off-grid and homesteading in a somewhat urban environment in our case. So just quick citrus floor cleaner. Thanks for watching. I'll put the recipe down below. Like us, subscribe, all that good stuff. Savor the Southwest. Thank you.